because the people around are very few.
Cartoon recaps here. Today I will be recapping the episode 6 and 7 of an animation series called The Battle Through the Heavens. If you are just joining us, please check the link in this video description so you can watch the episode 1 to 5. Thank you. This episode begins with Xiao Yan, who wakes up only to be reminded by his sister that today is the ceremony day, a day where all the nobles will be gathered to test their level of energy in front of everyone. When Xiao Yan arrives with his sister, the young nobles started to laugh and make fun of him, believing he will only end up embarrassing himself again. His father is afraid at this moment, praying he gets a good news on his son's energy. Xiao Yan goes up and checks his energy, and shockingly for everyone, Xiao Yan energy has increased from level 4 to level 7, making his dad really proud of him. That same guy that has always made fun and started to get jealous of him, he is called Xiao Ming, who is the son of the eldest elder in the Xiao family. His hatred for Xiao Yan only begins to grow more. Nobles who weren't associating themselves with Xiao Yan start to befriend him. But all the merits goes to Xiao Master, who had been giving him intensive trainings and finally helped him increase his energy from level 4 to level 7. But when the news gets to Jialai, he becomes so furious about the success of his greatest enemy's son. Now he plans to spoil the whole show by attending the ceremony. The ceremony continues as Xiao Yan is called out by the Xiao family elder to go on a one-on-one combat with anyone that has up to level 9 energy. Immediately Xiao Ming comes out to challenge Xiao Yan with the intention of disgracing him in the midst of everyone. As the fight begins, Xiao Yan started to use the fire techniques his master taught him to defend the blows of Xiao Ming. After a long fight, Xiao Yan subdues him as if he was nothing. Xiao Ming couldn't believe he just got defeated by the weak Xiao Yan. At this rate, Xiao Yan starts to grow more stronger as his energy level increases from level 7 to level 8. Xiao Ming grows more jealous and angry when he sees everyone in support of Xiao Yan and attacks him with full force, only to be subdued for the second time. Jialai decides to use the opportunity to accomplish his evil plans by sending one of his servants to hand over a very powerful pearl to Xiao Ming, so his powers will be increased. Immediately Xiao Ming takes the pearl. He becomes more stronger than ever. Everyone watching starts to get furious as they notice Xiao Ming took an evil pearl that was banned from the dynasty a long time. Xiao Ming attacks Xiao Yan with the whole devilish powers inside of him, but Xiao Yan defeats him with only a punch. Xiao Yan is proclaimed the winner of the ceremony, while Xiao Ming is to be locked up in prison for 3 months because he cheated. On the other hand, Jialai is so angry that Xiao Yan's powers is growing stronger by the day, because Xiao Yan energy level has been increased from level 4 to level 5 in just a year. His fear is that before 3 years, he might even get enough energy to defeat Narlin, which means his father Xiao Yan will become the most powerful man on Earth. But Jialai's son tells him not to worry, and instead he has a plan. He introduces his father to a man called Lai Zogi, a person Jialai's son believes will help them defeat Xiao Yan. This man is ready to do anything as far more women are brought to his bed in exchange. They ask him the kind of woman he wants, and shockingly for them, he demands they bring him Yafei, the girl in charge of the auction house. Jialai and his son agrees, ready to do anything to take down Xiao Yan. Meanwhile, Xiao Yan and his sister are strolling around the market. They notice something strange in the market.
Out of curiosity, they meet a salesman who informs them that it was Jialai who had bargained with most of the market people by releasing cheap rejuvenating pills which attracted all their customers. Now many shop owners have relocated there to earn a living. Now because of this, the Xiao family market might fall in no time. Xiao Yan believes that if this happens, his father will be a great loss. Immediately he moves forward in finding a solution to this problem. Xiao Yan in disguise meets with Yafei to do business with her. He proposes that he needs to get some ingredients from her to make a unique potion so that he can take back the customers Jialai stole from them. But Yafei disapproves his request because she doesn't want to have any form of hostility or opposition against anyone for the sake of her business, especially with Jialai. Suddenly, some unidentified men started to attack Yafei, but Xiao Yan subdues them all by using the vacuum pump technique his master taught him. They are able to catch one, who confesses to Yafei that it was Jialai who sent them to kidnap her, so she can be taken to Lai Zogi in exchange for Xiao Yan defeat. Yafei is really so grateful to the disguised Xiao Yan for saving her life, and promises to hand over the ingredients he asked for, only if he reveals his face. Xiao Yan suddenly reveals himself to her, and she smiles in excitement. Jialai is really furious that their plan didn't work out, and he believes because of his actions, He might be banned from the auction house because of the attempted kidnap on the person in charge, Yafei. But his son informs him that Yafei is still willing to do business with him, but any product she will be supplying to them from now on will be 5 times expensive. Meanwhile, Xiao Yan, Father Xiao Zhan, and other elders of the Xiao family are discussing on the kind of ingredient they can purchase in the auction house as long as it surpasses the GLI rejuvenating power which he used to steal their customers from them. Suddenly, the head of the auction house, Yafei, unexpectedly enters their chamber. She proposes to give him all the ingredients that surpasses that of GLI. But actually, Xiao Yan Father doesn't have that much money to pay for all those ingredients. Yafei tells him that she is giving it out to them for free, which is a gift from an old master. Xiao Yan reaches the chamber disguised as the old master. The disguised Xiao takes all the ingredients and transforms it to potions they can use to take back their customers. He tells Xiao Zhan that he is giving it to them for free because he is in good terms with his son, Xiao Yan. Xiao Zhan is really so grateful as the disguised Xiao Yan leaves with Yafei. Yafei meets with Xiao Yan on the road and tells him to be really careful in the hands of GLI, but Xiao Yan tells her that as far as she's on his side now, nothing will happen to him. They both laughed, and this episode ended. Episode 6 begins with a lot of people gathered at GLI apartment. They're protesting that GLI potion has increased to 3 times the price. A man from the crowd begs them to reduce it to at least the normal price so he can use it for his injured brother, but the GLI guards disapproves instead. They keep increasing the price. Suddenly, a man from the Xiao family market enters the crowd and uses the Xiao family potion to heal the injured person. To ease the curiosity of everyone, he tells them that he bought the portion for a very cheap price at the Xiao family market. At this moment, GLI looses all the customers as all of them are heading to the Xiao family market. GLI is so outraged when he hears this, because he believes he is already losing in his competition to Xiao Zhan. He also gets another news that Yafei won't be doing business with him anymore, making GLI more outraged. We see a girl we haven't seen before entering the Xiaoming chambers. Xiaoming father and uncle are treating the wounds he sustained from Xiao Yan during their fight. It turns out that this girl is Xiaoming's sister called Xiao Yu. She is really angry when she sees the wounds her brother sustained from his fight with Xiao Yan and wants revenge. Meanwhile, GLI meets with Lai Zogi and angrily blames him for all their losses so far. But Lai Zogi calms him down by giving him a scroll containing all the ingredients he can buy from outside, which will be much more better than the Xiao family potion. But Lai Zogi condition for this is he wants to have Xiao Yan's sister on his bed. GLI becomes outraged after he hears this because his son plans to marry her soon. GLI disagrees with the deal, and seeing he has no other option left, he tells his son to kill Xiao Yan so that things can be easier for them. The next morning, Xiaoming is strolling around with his sister, Xiao Yu. Suddenly, the GLI guards surrounded them with the motive of kidnapping them. Xiaoming is injured and can't fight at the moment. It's only left to his sister, Xiao Yu, who is a skillful fighter. But unfortunately, she won't be able to subdue that much men for long. On the other hand, Xiao Yan is walking around the market. Suddenly, he gets informed by one of the salesmen that his cousins are under attack. Immediately, he hurries to the incident, and he sees that it is GLI behind all these. And as GLI's son is about to finish off Xiao Yu, Xiao Yan comes to her rescue. Suddenly, him and GLI's son goes on a one-on-one combat. After a long fight, Xiao Yan uses the technique his master taught him and pounces on GLI's son, while GLI, the mastermind of all this, watches from behind. Unfortunately, GLI's son also has a secret technique on his own and uses it to subdue Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan's sister hears the news of the danger Xiao Yan is and hurries to the incident. When she arrives, Xiao Yan is already subdued and is about to be killed. And that was how this episode ended. Thank you for watching, guys. I will be recapping more episodes soon. You don't want to miss out. Please subscribe to this channel and keep watching.